Hey guys, this is Vanngo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I invite the beautiful Harriet Paul here. We worked together over 10 years ago when you first started modeling, and now we united again for her to lend me her canvas, create this makeup look for you. It's more a done, undone, no makeup with makeup look. I hope you enjoy the video. Give my channel always a lot of love. Subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumb up, and don't forget to follow Harriet and myself on Instagram as well. Thank you. To start every makeup, I always prep the skincare first. The first product I use gonna be for lip balm. It's from Lana Lips. This is a beautiful Australian brand. They have lip care and a lot of different balm. Very, very good to prep under makeup. For the rest of skincare today, I'm going to use from IS Clinical. The serum I'm using is called Hydro Cool Serum. This is one of my go-to serum when I apply makeup. I prep on the skin, really hydrating, really calming. It's perfect on the makeup. It doesn't give that stickiness after, which is great for prepping. And a lot of time I even use this under the tune when I do like all the cooling part. The next product I'm using is the Youth Eye Complex, also from IS Clinical. Always be very gentle around the eye area. Harriet has beautiful skin. It's only on the drier side, so I'm going to give the skin a lot of hydration. Close your eye for me. You see how delicate I apply products around the eye area. I think it's very important because you don't want the eye feel so raw and rubbing too much before you apply makeup. The moisturizer is the Repetitive Moisture Emulsion. This is one of my go-to moisturizer to apply under makeup as well. I give the face, the ear, the neck, the chest quite a generous amount first, and then I give the face a little massage. Just wake the skin up. I usually stand behind the client and let them lean on my chest or my tummy when I do the massage, so it's a lot easier. I'm doing this way so you can see the application, but I find that's a little harder to do this way. For the complexion, I'm going to use 3 products: color corrector from NARS, foundation from Givenchy, and the concealer from KVD Beauty. As you can see, Harriet have beautiful complexion, but as you know, most people who have olive skin or deeper skin tone, they tend to have more color discoloration around here, around this area. So the color corrector would be the best way to do, and you correct to make it everything more even. You can use foundation, concealer, but you still have to put more if you do that way. Color corrector help you to brighten up everything, and then later on, foundation, concealer, you can use only a little bit so the skin look more fresh. You see what I do is I put the color corrector right where you see the color bit more deeper than the other area. And I also put in the eye area. And all those color area that you see the color a bit different. And then you just blend it out. All these here, when you put the foundation on, it's all gonna blend well together. You don't have to worry the color look too reddish like that. Close your eye. So after the color corrector, you see the skin look a little red, but the foundation gonna even everything out. For Harriet's skin, I want the skin to feel like skin still, so I don't want to cover too much. But then again, because we do it on camera, we have very bright light, so of course I will put a little more than what you normally put on every day. So use your own judgment of how much foundation and concealer you use. You see that just a little bit, and you just blend everything out. This is a very beautiful foundation. It's more a matte finish. And they also have more a luminous finish as well. But for the look today, I thought because I'm using a lot of cream on the eye and the cheek, I thought the skin is more matte, it's beautiful. You see, because the color corrector I put on first, you see the skin look just seamless, same color. And make sure to blend out well. Just a little bit of product is all you need. This foundation have a medium to full coverage. You only need a tiny bit and blend it out. I mean, if you want to have really full coverage, you can. And you just apply more and use more tippling motion like this. But for me, I want the skin to cover well, but still feel like skin. And that's why I use very little and blend it out. Let's see. For the concealer, I'm using mainly under the eye area. I think the foundation alone covers really well. You don't need to cover much anymore, but I just want a little bit brighter on the under eye area, around the nose. Maybe a little bit on the bridge of the nose here. Usually I would want to use a lighter concealer under the eye, on the bridge of the nose, but today, because I do the makeup, is more a natural, no makeup. So it's still for makeup, but it's more a very natural sculpted. So I didn't want to do all those today. For powder today, I'm using is from One Side Beauty. I'm gonna use between the brush and the puff as well. So the brush, I do mainly all around first. Sorry, with the brush, I mean. I do a little bit like this first. And then I go with a puff. I get more deposit. Because I'm trying to keep the skin pretty matte That's why I use the pressed powder today. And you really press the products in. This way, if you really want to make the skin matte, you know, and that's the whole point. I'm gonna keep the skin pretty matte for this look. And so I really press the powder foundation in, just give a really nice matte coverage. I'm going to use a bronzer just to mainly on the outer area here, just to warm up a little bit in the face. Not too much because the color is still very subtle, but I think it's nice just to warm everything up a little bit. For eyebrow, I'm going to use these 3 products from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I use the Pro palette, but you can just have, you know, individual one like this. I'm going to use one of these shades here as the powder, and then I use the brow wiz just for the elongate the eyebrow, and the brow frizz just to set the eyebrow. First step, I'm going to use the powder. I want the eyebrow to look full but natural. So the best way I always do is I use the brow powder, and you see the way I'm gonna do. I use a small shadow brush like this, and I just brush the eyebrow backward like this. So this way the eyebrow look really soft and fluffy. And I know a lot of people use like an angle brush to draw eyebrow. You still can do that, but that gives you a different effect. You can use the angle brush on the outer part here, but I think it's nice to use like an eyeshadow brush. So you just really blend it out like this and just keep a very nice soft edge. You see what I'm doing? Just very little like this. And slowly, you know, you don't want to do like too much color all at once. And then you brush it up. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So it's something like that. And you can do the whole eyebrow with the powder if you like. But I think usually I like them a little more defined on the outer part. So I use the brow wiz. Something like that. So that's what you. So it would be something like that. And then I use some brow frizz just to set them. Remember, for this, just use a little bit at a time. You see I do a little dot like that, and I set the eyebrow. So something like that for the eyebrow. One thing I want to address to you about eyebrow that I think I forgot to mention in all my video is that a lot about thing about how close the eyebrow will also affect the shape of the nose as well. When the eyebrow too far apart, even the talent have beautiful small nose, they tend to look, the nose look a little wide just because the eyebrow too far apart. So I tend to do the eyebrow a little closer just to help the bridge look a little more defined. So it's something, I don't know if that's the best way to explain or not, but that's something how I look at the eyebrow as well. So keep that in mind. For eyes, I'm going to use these two eyeshadow sticks from Viv Cosmetic and the mascara from Makeup Forever. To start, so basically the two color I'm using is the black color, and this is more like a lighter taupey color. So the whole idea I'm trying to do is just one color, use a liner, use sculpting, and then the lighter color I'm just basically bring out some of the area. So this is just an idea to play different eye makeup look for you, but more still look very natural. You can use more deeper brow if you like to. The brow color I have it too close to her skin color, so you don't see much of the difference. So I'm going to use the black instead. To start, you use the shadow. Look out for me. This is a long wear stick. You can use as a liner, as a shadow, any way you want. And use a little bit all around the lash line. And then next, what you're gonna do, a little bit color, look up, and you just smudge it out a little bit. Close your eye. You see I use a little bit at a time with the blending brush. You can apply directly if you like for the shadow and use your finger, but that you don't have as much control. Use a little bit at a time the way I do, you have a lot more control. And then for the outer area, I'm going to do a little bit outward and upward like this. Let's see. You see, even just like that mascara, you're ready to go. You don't have to do much at all. I'm gonna do the same on the other side first. So you see just something like that, just from one eyeshadow stick that you can do the waterline and you can smudge it out. I think it's quite effortless and beautiful, and I love this formulation. It's very similar to the Laura Mercier Caviar or the Poppy Brown. It's a little more drier, so I think it's nice and set really well for you. So the next step I'm going to do is a little bit, and I'm going to do a little bit more on this area, the crease area here. Just define the crease a little bit. You don't have to do too much because that's not the whole idea. We're not trying to do the 90, but I'm going to do a bit more sculpted. So I use the same shadow, same blending brush, and I just blend it out a little bit. You see that just a little bit on the crease area. So you between your finger and the brush to create a look, and it would be something like this. Let's see. And I'm going to do the same on this side. And you see that it's just really effortless. It's just one product. Close your eye. So I do both sides similar like this. You look straight from me. I think it looks quite effortless. What I'm going to do as well, close your eye. I'm going to intense the outer part a little more, just for the liner. Next, what you're gonna do is the lighter color. This also experimental for me. I'm gonna use this more like a taupey beigey color. So I'm gonna use a flat brush like this. You can apply directly, but I like the control, so that's why I'm using the brush like this. And then I do a little bit along the brow bone. Just bring in the brow bone area more. Bring it out even more, I mean. And you see that just a little bit. And because it's a long wear, so you have to be fast, you know, you do one eye at a time. You see that the brow bone coming out even more. I use a little dark color touch up where I just mess up. And then the rest, I use this on the crease area. So this color, because it's more like a taupey, beigey color, it's not like a white color, so it doesn't look too contrasty, and I think it's still very wearable this way. So it's like an idea of like doing cut crease, you know, some people doing cut crease, but I don't like that idea, and I still make it look very wearable and still very soft. That's why I use the cream and I use this texture and blend it out so it still looks very soft. And again, you go back with the other brush and you just bring back some of the depth that you do earlier. I'm doing the same on the other side. For mascara, this is a two-step mascara. So this is the first time I try, and I will tell you what I mean. And one side is lifting and one side volume. So step one is lifting. So look down for me and you just really lift on the root first. Step two, so this is the volumizing. Harriet doesn't have like really long lashes. I know, sorry Harriet, but I think it's a great way to test these kind of mascara, and I think it's good. You can see a little volume, you can see it's a little lifting, so it's great. So someone who have a lot of lashes, they would love this for sure. But on her, I still can see a great difference. I was planning to do really natural eye, but you know, at the end, it's still more than what we planned for, but I think it looked quite beautiful. Just one, you know, two products on the eye and the mascara, and I think it's give you a beautiful shape and a fun look for you. Next is a blush. This is a new cream blush from Huda Beauty. I'm gonna use the brush. You can use the finger if you like to. It's very beautiful, it's very sheer, and it's buildable, so you can use any way you want. You can do a little bit like this. And I think because the blush is a cream, and when you apply on the high cheekbone here, you still have that natural highlight, so I don't think I'm gonna use a highlight today, just mainly just the blush, and I go along the temple here a little bit, just use that as a highlight as well. Let's see. I think it's just beautiful. It's very natural and fresh. The color look quite intense, but you see on deeper skin, it's really nice and soft on her. I'm going to do the same on this side. The lips, I'm going to keep quite soft. This is the color I'm using, and it's from Lisa Rich Makeup. It's almost like Harriet lip shades, just enhance, which I like because I don't want to, you know, I think the eye is strong, not strong, and I think the rest of them I keep more muted. I think it's great to keep the lip pretty soft. I don't even want to use a lip liner as well. And I love this cream texture of this I have. It's not too pigmented. It's pigmented but not too pigmented, and it gives the lip shine and hydration. You see that the lips color is almost like her lips color, but it's really enhanced, which I think is so beautiful. Smile for me. Yeah, I think this lip shade is just beautiful, especially on deeper skin. It's a nice nude lipstick and it doesn't look too flat. To set the makeup, I'm going to use the Set It Forever Mist from the Mascara. That's the final look, guys. I hope you enjoy the look. I'm not sure how to call this look. You know, it is done, undone, you know, the eye a bit sculpted, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Harris, so much for coming to the channel. I hope everyone will subscribe, share the video, and give the channel always a lot of love. Subscribe always, make sure you do, and don't forget to follow all of us on Instagram as well. Thank you.